Hey, so this is going to be like a super what do you call it? I forgot what I was gonna say now. It was in my head and now it's gone. Um, it's gonna be a depressing video. That's not the word I was thinking of, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So first off, this is gonna be the first video in a while. I'm not gonna be uploading it for a while, and it's all gone chaotic. And basically, I'm going to explain it in this video. So as you can see, I am in a different location. I am at a hotel. So um, basically, so I'm gonna be uploading this on the Wi-Fi. I have no idea if it's gonna be any good or not. How long it's gonna take. I did pay for like a premium one, 24 hours. So anyway, let's get to this video. So let's jump back to the beginning. Oh, well, not the beginning of the week. So I'm filming this on a Thursday. This happened, I believe, on a Tuesday. Yeah, on a Tuesday. So basically, what happened is I got in a whole lot of. I got in a row with my mum basically, and it ended with me leaving the house. We both said some pretty mean things to each other. Well, okay. She said pretty mean things to me. It's kind of whatever. I'm not going to discuss family issues on here, even though I just am, but like it's none of people's businesses, so I'm not going to go into detail. But anyway, for the past 2 days, I have literally been sleeping rough, no word of a lie. So literally, I've been like, if you're from Derby, you might know Alveston Park, but there's kind of like a wooded area because I refuse to sleep on the actual streets because then I'm just opening myself to get raped and stuff like that. Um, like there's a reason why you don't really see that many female homeless people on the streets. But anyway, so that happened. I just want to say as well, what was I going to say? As well, don't think that homeless people have it easy. Oh my god. So the first night was rough, but the second night was even worse because it dropped even colder, and I was like uncontrollably like shivering, but I was just shivering so much like my legs were proper like banging against each other, and I was like, I can't do this, like this is just really bad. Like I woke up really cold, shivering. I was like, no, forget it. So I only had 2 hours sleep. That was today. And I'm like, at first I was like, oh, I'm alright. But then, oh my god, as I was walking, I was like kind of falling asleep. You know when you're really tired and you walk and you slowly, like, you keep your eyes closed for a few, like a few seconds, and you open them and you find yourself like falling into a bin. But anyway, so that was me. I was like a proper zombie. So anyway, I decided basically what happened was I forgot, I forgot money with me because I would have like booked into a hotel ages ago, but I forgot my money there. So I left it the first night because I knew it was just going to be heated the next day. So I left the second day off, and then today is the third day, which I'll get onto that bit in a minute. But if you're wondering how the hell did I even know money, basically, Uber Eats now do like a pickup, and my card's already saved on there. Um, and I remember the security code on them. I think it tells you your security number again, but anyway, I'm sure it does. But I remember either way, you can pick up like stuff from the convenience store. So literally all I was eating that day was sweets and chocolate. The first day this argument happened, I had already eaten. So there, so it's been kind of like hectic. Also, on top of that, obviously, I've not really gone into too much detail about it just because I don't like to express my personal issues to you people because I just think like you should keep personal. Well, I personally think you should keep personal struggles to yourself. Well, I used to think that, but I'll explain that in a minute. So, as I said, for the past few weeks, I have been struggling with anxiety because of the COVID situation. Like, it can get really bad. I've been feeling really low as well. So when this argument happened, it just made myself feel even worse. And the day that argument happened, I just wanted to, like, I'm telling you now, like, if I did have money, I probably would have OD'd on paracetamols because I just wanted to end it then. But I tried to sort of how I tried to get over is kind of, oh, it's gonna be like fun, like sleeping in the woods and stuff with nature. Obviously not, and I didn't have a sleeping bag, and I was wearing a skirt. Oh my god. I had other like I had joggers in my bag, and I don't know why I didn't put them on. But the first night was horrible, but the second night I felt even worse. Like I just felt really hopeless. To get to that thing, there's like a river, and compensated jumping in, but then I realised I could swim, so it might not work. And I didn't have anything heavy to attach to the bottom of my legs to stop me from trying out, obviously, because what usually happens is you voluntarily are going to go up to the surface, and if you can already swim, I mean, I've never tried treading water, but I presume if you can swim, you can pull yourself up. I don't know, so I knew that was going to end, and I thought about hanging, but I realised I can't do a noose on a pair of trousers, or the jeggings anyway, so I knew that wasn't gonna work. And then I thought, you know what, so I messaged my friend, and it turns out she's not very active on Instagram, but I'm glad I just turned up anyway. So I kind of asked her a favour and stuff at first, and then she didn't reply, and I was like, you know what, because at that time I was just lying there, I was like, I feel so bad, I seriously need to talk to someone. So I went to my friend's house. I just hoped she was in, because from when I used to work, because we worked at the same place, she used to do a lot of overnights, and this was at like 9 in the evening, so I wasn't sure she was going to be in or not, but luckily it was her, she was off that day, which leads me on to another thing. I know a lot of people will say, oh, you know, it's better to tell somebody, that sort of thing. And don't get me wrong, I was that sort of person who'll be like, no, I don't want to burden other people with my problems and stuff like that. But honestly, until you've actually told someone, it does feel really good to tell somebody, and then to know that they've got your back, and that obviously they're your go-to person. Like, they'll be like, well, depending on who you're friends with, but for most of the time they'll be supportive, and they'll be like, you know, anytime you want to talk, just talk. But it felt so good just to talk to somebody, and it wasn't even just about my issues that we was talking about. It just felt better to like just, I've not interacted with anyone outside the family apart from a shop assistant since COVID, because I've been that scared. But it felt so good to interact with somebody else as well outside of my family, outside the four walls, which may have been the reason why the argument might have happened anyway, because you know, when you're in the same four walls with somebody for how many weeks, um, you know what I mean? Sometimes arguments happen. So I went back there today, and basically, I was worried she was gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing here?" She did ask what I was doing there. I was like, "I'm getting my purse," and that was it. And then that's when I may have told her last week, like, because if she knew that I was sleeping rough, she'd freak out. She'll drag me in the house. But she was like, "Oh, so where did you stay and stuff?" And I stayed at a friend, because I couldn't tell her. She was like, "Oh, so you found a place to stay?" And I was like, "I don't know, it's temporary, that sort of thing." But I mean, I could try for a hostel, but the only issue is I'm not completely homeless, because I feel bad. I'd rather give it to someone that's completely homeless and getting no money at all, because I get money from the DWP. You'll know this if you're in the UK, because I've got an address. This is a thing. If you don't have an address, you don't get money, which I don't understand that rule, because how do you get from being a, you know what I mean? How you end up sleeping on the street if you, I don't know. It's a stupid reason, but anyway, I'd rather give it to somebody who like isn't getting anything at all. But yeah, that is basically all that's happened all this week. It's been completely chaotic. So as I said, there's not going to be that many videos, just because at the minute I generally don't know what to do. I don't know whether to go back home, but the problem is I don't feel welcomed, if that makes any sense. Like, it may seem that the bridges have been slightly built up, but I still don't feel like, I don't feel, what's the word? I still don't feel welcome at all. I don't know what I'm going to do about Christmas because I don't know if I'm going to have it there or fuck knows where, to be honest with you. Christmas is only next week. This happened last year. For some reason, I don't know what it is with December, but arguments always happen in December, but it's never been this close to Christmas or whatsoever. So I don't know what to do at all. But yeah, I still don't. I just don't feel like there's no point of being somewhere. Like, I'd rather just sleep rough than be somewhere where I'm clearly not welcome and you're just pretending that I'm welcome when clearly I'm not welcome. It's just one of those things, really. So that's basically what's happening with my life. But I want to show you one thing which I grabbed, and this is on more on a happy side. So I was supposed to post this like on Instagram ages ago. Basically, I won a competition for Time for Nutrition. Um, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know I've tried their proteins and their pre-workouts. So I thought I was just gonna get. There's a competition for this is their new protein bars, which I've not tried before. This one's the chocolate and caramel. But I didn't only just get that, I got a shaker and I got loads, like I'm talking loads of pre-workout samples, but obviously I couldn't really bring them with me to show you guys, and I think I got 2 whey samples as well, the little like sachets, I got loads of them. I was like, geez, I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting this, but yeah, so that is basically my current life at the minute, so it is a little bit depressing. But yeah, as I said, I don't know what I'm going to do from tomorrow, to be honest with you. As I said, it doesn't, I still just don't feel that welcome. I just don't feel welcomed at all. It just seems all fake and everything. So, I mean, as I said, I'd rather just sleep rough and get the chance of getting what's that thing called again? Hypothermia, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's called hypothermia. Basically, you can die from being in really cold temperatures. But saying that, I would not try and sleep in minus conditions. I'm not that insane. But yeah, this is it for this video. So it is a bit on the depressing side, but I thought I'd share this because we might not see any videos from me for a while. So bye guys.